The war between the United States and Iran continue. Yes, the war between the United States and Iran continue in the Strait of Hormuz. In the last few hours, the United States and Iran exchanged strikes in the Strait of Hormuz. Iran continued to attack the United States Navy destroyers in the Strait of Hormuz, and the United States continue to retaliate. So the ceasefire extended by Donald Trump on the 22nd of April had already failed. There is nothing like a ceasefire going on between the United States and Iran. And everything is just working against Donald Trump at the moment. Everything is working against him because the Strait of Hormuz is still closed by Iran. Iran is still in total control of the Strait of Hormuz, even though Donald Trump claimed that his failed blockade is working. But it is just a propaganda because the blockade is not working. Iran continue to give the United States water in the Strait of Hormuz, especially in the last few days. Things have not been easy for the United States. In fact, in the last few hours, things have not been easy for the United States Navy in the Strait of Hormuz. Iran is even the one now begging for the war to start. Iran is even tormenting the United States, asking them to restart the war again. But Donald Trump claimed that the ceasefire is still effective and that the strikes he is also launching on Iran is also a retaliation on the attacks launched on them by Iran. Iran continued to close the Strait of Hormuz. Prices of oil and gas continue to increase significantly, all because of the whole mess started by Donald Trump, all because of the stupid decisions of Donald Trump. Mark Rubio, the Secretary of State in the United States, came out a few days ago and cried, begging on the UN to help and open the Strait of Hormuz. He asked, what is the purpose of the UN if they cannot help and open the Strait of Hormuz? Still yet, the UN has not said anything. NATO, on the other hand, have not changed their mind to come and support Donald Trump in the Strait of Hormuz. Instead, in the last few hours, Spain has signed a 50 billion trade deal with China. And I've told you that since Donald Trump came out and threatened to cut off all trade ties with Spain, Spain turned immediately to China, and they have now signed a trade deal. And Donald Trump is frustrated. He is stuck. He has run out of ideas. He doesn't know what to do at the moment because he has tried war against Iran and he was defeated. He tried propaganda and threat. It didn't work. He tried negotiating with Iran and it didn't work. Iran maintained their stand. Iran maintained their decision that their nuclear program and facilities is non-negotiable. So Donald Trump is left with no option at the moment. The only options left for Donald Trump is either to pack his arsenals and leave the Persian Gulf or to do a ground invasion in Iran, which would be a suicide mission for him because he already attempted a ground invasion in Iran several weeks ago and it failed. So that will be the last thing that Donald Trump is going to do. Now, the Strait of Hormuz is still closed. Project Freedom has failed. Operation Epic Failure has also failed. And yet, Donald Trump has not achieved his objectives. The objectives he claimed at the beginning of this war that he is going to achieve. Donald Trump claimed the reason he went to war is because he wants to do a regime change in Iran and also to destroy Iran's nuclear enrichment. But none of those objectives has been met because Iran still have their regime intact and their nuclear enrichment intact, even though Donald Trump managed to kill some of the Iranian top leaders, but Iran still have their new supreme leader who is in command of everything. He is the one making decision in Iran. And also, Iran still have their rich uranium and their facilities intact, and nothing has been achieved by Donald Trump and the United States. So, what do you think Donald Trump should do at the moment? What do you think Donald Trump should do? Because Iran has refused to surrender their nuclear enrichment. They claim it is non-negotiable. Instead, Iran is insisting that the United States should unfreeze their frozen assets, which is about $11 trillion, and also to pay for reparations caused by this war, and also to close all the military bases in the Middle East before they can even talk about their nuclear program. So if you are Donald Trump at the moment, what are you going to do? If you are Donald Trump, what are you going to do? Do you think Iran made the best decision by not accepting to surrender their nuclear enrichment to the United States? Because Iran said if they surrender their nuclear enrichment to the United States, it means they have surrendered their right, which is true because we are in critical times and the stakes are high. If Iran managed to surrender that nuclear enrichment to the United States and Israel will completely eliminate them in the face of the earth. So for me, I think Iran made the best decision not to surrender their nuclear enrichment. And Donald Trump regret ever going to war with Iran. Donald Trump regret ever starting this illegal war on Iran because everything he planned to do had failed. Everything has turned against him, and Donald Trump has no options left at the moment. But what do you think? What do you know? Let me hear from you in the comment section. And remember to like, comment, and share this video. And also follow this page for more updates. And look out for my next update. God bless you.